to the channel. It's Captain Trucker, man, and I'm pretty wiped out, pretty beached out here in the Philippines. Quite a state of relaxation, you know. It's really hard not to be in a good mood when you're on a beautiful, exotic beach. Like, I couldn't imagine, you know, being here and being like angry or something. It would almost be impossible. I just wanted to share that thought with you all because, well, I guess it's what we do here. Anyway, let me grab some water. Welcome back, man. I'm working on a new video, but yeah, I'm still here in the Philippines. I might just move here permanently and become a full-time expat and just pretty much, I don't know, spend the rest of my savings and just maybe just be a beach bum full-time. That wouldn't be a bad idea, huh? Be a real responsible journey in my 40s, just to live on a beach, live an extremely minimalistic lifestyle, eat like a coconut every day. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Dave. Dave Simpson is from the West Coast. Right on. Hit that like button, fellas. It helps the algorithm. So I started a an Instagram, they call it, the Instagram account. And I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but I'm trying to be open-minded, you know. So I started like browsing this Instagram stuff, and like everybody's jumping off of buildings and jumping across buildings and standing on top of like skyscrapers. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. What are they? Is that what they're all doing on Instagram? You have daredevils risking their life. It's like crazy stuff, man. I mean, the price some people are paying for fame. I'm like, dude. I mean, you're standing on top of a skyscraper holding a selfie stick. I mean, how? I'm not afraid of heights myself. I don't like them, though. Like, I don't feel totally comfortable with them. How do you guys feel about heights? I mean, I like roller coasters. I've jumped out of an airplane before. I've gone skydiving, but I'm not really like, you know, standing on the ledge of a building, doing side flips onto other buildings. I mean, who does this stuff, dude? I'm watching Instagram, like, you guys are crazy, man. I can't believe it. I mean, it's very impressive, you know? So, it's good stuff, man. I wouldn't do it. It's probably a bad influence if you think about it. I was looking some stuff up, and they say like 250 plus people have died from such antics, you know, jumping across buildings and stuff. I'm like, good God, man. Dave Simpson's from Canada. All right. Yeah, I remember. You told me that. You've been here before. Who else is here today? We got Dave Simpson, a fellow trucker from Canada. And I'm still here in the Sugar Beach in Sapale, Negros Occidental, Philippines. And I gotta say, we got a very beautiful day today, fellas. I don't know if you can see the beach from here, but very relaxing. You know, like I said, it's hard to be in a bad mood at the beach. You know, if all the people struggling with mental health conditions in America, just, you know, put them in a beach, send them overseas for a couple months, probably be a whole new person. Probably would help world leaders too. That's what I would think. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. But welcome to the live stream. Hope you're all doing good out there. Chicago Aviation Channel is here. Hello. What else do we got going on? Yeah, I was gonna film an interview. I've met a few Americans here, but they actually just left, so I guess we won't be doing an interview now. But this guy I met, he said he paid $2,600 for a ticket, okay, from Louisiana to Seattle to Manila. And I said, dude, I'm not the I told you so guy, or I don't like telling people like mistakes or anything, but that's like a lot of money. I mean, if you're spending over $2,000 on a ticket to the Philippines, that's a problem, you know. But I guess he booked it directly through Philippine Airlines, which I've done that too before. They tend to be a little more expensive, but geez, that's pretty serious, man. I usually spend around $1,000 in total, maybe like $1,100, sometimes $900. I got a ticket from SFO to Manila direct, $982 this time, man. And I was rather proud of that. I said, well, we did a good job, folks. Then, of course, you know, the flights within the Philippines are usually reasonably priced. Like you can fly from Manila to Bacolod for maybe, you know, 2,500 pesos or something, $50, something like that. Not too bad. Paulo's here. Good afternoon, fellow expats. He says, I may need your help and advice as I'm about to purchase a Philippines airline tickets next month. I want to visit Sugar Beach too. Yeah, just don't spend $2,500. If you do that, it's probably a red flag. Well, he said he booked it a month and a half advance too. I mean, I booked tickets sometimes a week in advance, and I never got shafted like that. That was pretty serious, but... Oh, anyway, I was doing some swims on the beach, you know. A good 1 mile, 2 mile swim. Not too bad. At low impact, full body workouts, can't beat it, you know. Try to do some sprints in the sand. Boost that testosterone, shake up the system. It's good stuff. Nothing beats water like water. I might do an interview with my associate here, my friend. He runs this lovely establishment here at the beach resort, and he's done a really good job. You know, it's a really lovely place. He's sort of like the resort expert, so we might interview him for anybody interested in, well, starting a business in the Philippines and all that good stuff. Because a lot of people want to do that, but a lot of people aren't profitable because it can be hard to make money in a developing country. Me personally, I never really got into the idea like, oh, I'm going to retire and go start a Sari Sari store and make it big in the Philippines. But yeah, if you run like a legit resort and have the capital and you're in a good location and you trust the people you're working with, you get some good builders, some good lawyers, some good advertising, you can rock it out, dude. It's possible. The Sugar Beach, there's a lot of European owners here that own these various resorts. So, yeah, that's the way it goes here. But, yeah, Sugar Beach is a very nice spot, highly underrated. Can't beat it, you know. And there's always just a perfect amount of people here. It's never, like, totally overrun. So, oh, there's a dog. So, yeah, that's how that goes. Who's here? Coconut is from Quezon City, Philippines. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Who else is here today? Chicago Aviation Channel. I'm from the United States of America. That's where I'm from. Located in the Western Hemisphere for you all. I'm gonna have some water. How about that, huh? Good old water. Can't beat it. So for those of you who don't know, maybe you don't care, it's okay. I'll just tell you anyway. I've been building a house here. Building a small house. And I already have a place that we live at, but so I'm not really in like a super hurry. But I'd say it's about 85% done. Yeah. So I don't know, who knows? Maybe we'll finish it this year, next year. We'll figure it out. It's fun to leave things almost finished. Especially in like, you see that in Mexico a lot, or like Philippines, like houses that are almost done, then they hang out for a couple years and they finish it. I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it next week. We'll figure it out. No hurry though, right? We like that slower pace thing that we got here going on in the Philippines. I'm currently in the Philippines, man. You guys want to see the beach? Yeah, let's look at the beach. How about that, huh? Look at that beach. Can you see it from there? The first 3 days I was here, it was raining, man, but now we got the good weather back. Clear skies, man. Couldn't even imagine being in like Chicago right now. Although I'm supposed to go back to work at some point because I kind of have, I have to maintain a certain amount of months on the truck, you know. I can't just kind of take years off. So I'm gonna have to go get back on that big semi truck. Coconut says you should go to Quezon City. Yeah, I've been there. I spend a lot of time in Bacolod sometimes. I prefer the beaches down here though, but city life is cool too, you know. For me, it's more about variety, like variety of situations, environments. It's very key for the expat living here. But anywho, what am I doing? Oh, we're gonna do it. Oh, I had my GoPro. Yeah. So what's up with these people jumping on top of buildings and across from buildings on the Instagram? Oh my God. I mean, I'm blown away by just how dangerous and reckless that is, and like that's it's cool to show off your talents and to risk your life for a million views, but damn, I guess you really got to be into that, right? I mean, I'm a pretty athletic guy. I'm well, relatively athletic, I suppose, but I mean, I would never be jumping on across buildings. I mean, they're not just jumping, dude. They're doing like side flips and back flips. I'm like, you guys are crazy, man. I'm like, oh my God. There's something I find disturbing about that, standing at the ledge of a building and just being like that comfortable. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm afraid of heights, but like I don't feel totally at comfort just standing at the edge of a building, like holding a selfie stick, like, hey, like, please subscribe. Like this, like, what if they slip? I don't want to jinx it. It's a horrible thing, man. God bless them. I hope they stay safe. But I wonder what kind of influence that's having on, would-be daredevils or people that want to get famous or something, man. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't seem worth it to me, dude. What do you guys think? You ever see that? Because ever since I started Instagram, whenever I open it, I don't know, that's all that comes up are these like people on top of rooftops, jumping across, doing side flips, jumping off waterfalls, jumping off bridges. That's 80% of the time when I open up my feed, that's what I see. So I'm not sure. Well, maybe it's just my feed. Yeah. Paulo says he loves the Bacolod, City of Smiles. Absolutely. Coconut says there's a lot of delicious food in the Quezon City. Well, I believe it. There's a lot of good food here in the Philippines. I eat all sorts of stuff, you know. Man, I was like training really hard for like 3 months, maybe 4 months. Like pushing it pretty hard, gaining muscle mass, burning fat. And I guess I'm kind of going into my, not off season, but I'm kind of pulling back on some of that. So, it's good to like kind of have little breaks in intensity as you go or whatever. Because it's very important, when you're an expat to stay healthy. Because boy, as you approach middle age, man, it becomes harder to burn that fat, Because, well, let's face it. I mean, a lot of expats out here, they let themselves go. Especially if you drink too much and all that kind of stuff, it can get ugly. So we got to stay fit, guys. We got to stay accountable. Got to work at it. That's the truth. Anyway. Yeah, Instagram. So if you guys want to join the Instagram, just look up Captain Trucker. And there I am. I'm not sure if I should really focus on it, though. I mean, I don't know. Personally, it just looks like a lot of brain rot to me. And, watching those Daredevil videos, man, it's cringy, dude. It's like, I don't know, man. I think that might be a really bad influence. Let's hope not. Coconut says Filipinos are friendly. Yes, that's true. You're not going to get those warm smiles and open reception walking down the streets of Chicago or LA, that's for sure. You go up to somebody on the streets in Chicago, you say hi to them, they're going to look at you like you're a weirdo, That's the way it goes in there. That's the industrial working world, man. People are serious, man. It's hard to survive. I was talking to somebody about that. It's like, Living in America is hard, man. You actually have to work hard. You spend a lot of money. Uh, families split up. They stop talking to each other. The mental illness there, it's like unbelievable, off the charts. They say 1 in 4 Americans is supposedly mentally ill. Okay? If that's even true. I think the culture creates it. A lot of it's just stress and expectations and Western disillusionment. Everybody wants to be happy and they want their cookie cutter lifestyle at what cost? I don't know, man. See, I say simplicity and contentment is a beautiful thing. And that's not just something that the poor people say, because the rich businessman will say, oh, that's just what the poor people say. But that's not true, man. It really isn't, you know? And then once you prove them wrong, see, once you get your money or a little bit of money, and then you don't buy into the system and you go elsewhere, they sort of say like, oh, then they use something else against you, right? That's just the way it goes. Always using stuff against people. Everybody's looking for power. Yeah, everybody wants power in their own way, and they want to be kings and queens and rulers. What can I say? That's what they told me. I mean, that's just what I heard. What do you guys think? Is that true? Big Chance says so. Yes. S-O. Oh, goodness gracious. Welcome to the Captain Trucker live stream, folks. We're back. We're here. I'm being very loud here. There's other people here, so I don't mean to be rude, but...
If they have some, if they have fresh.
You might get some coconuts, man. You get some good natural sugar going, you know, a little bit of coconuts. Can't beat it. So, there's a lot of Germans that run some resorts around here. I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, if that's a thing, like German resort owners. I don't know if that's like a popular thing, but it does happen apparently. I have no idea why I said that. Well, sometimes people think I'm German, but I'm not. Although I do have a German Jewish last name, which I'm neither of. Not sure how that worked out. Anyway, let's talk about something else. You guys give me a subject. Give me something to talk about. I like when people come in here looking for attention. That's my favorite part. They're my favorite. Be careful, they're also who? Who are thieves? Tell me. Give me Nishay says, can you bless me with some money? I'm not sure if I have that power. I can give you this rock, though. This is a magical rock. This rock has a long history. It really does. It's traveled in many seas. It's a lot of story behind this rock, folks. We'll do that another time, though. All right. What else do we got going on? So, vlogging in the Philippines. Wow, what a fun day. You guys like vlogging in the Philippines? So, a lot of people watch vlogs in the Philippines, okay? They say there's like 500 YouTube channels here with foreigners such as myself talking about the Philippines, promoting the Philippines, bringing other people to the Philippines. Good morning, everybody. Hello to you too, sir. Good morning, Sir Coconut, Paulo, and everybody else who just showed up. Nishay. I don't know. I think I should start addressing people as sir or possibly knight. You know, I kind of miss those old terms of endearment, of respect. Whatever happened to that? Yeah. Yeah, well, I've decided to, I think I'm going to quit my job and just become a full-time beach bum. You know, I was discussing going back to work, and, you know, I figured it'd be good in my early 40s to just kind of check out and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to live off pesos. I'm going to become an e-beggar. this whole channel's going to change. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to do that. But imagine if I did that. That'd be funny. Like, no, man, I don't know. It's like, I consider myself semi-retired. We're going half and half. Puck says, how many, I don't know what that means, do you got? Everybody give Puck attention. He needs attention. I'm going to go on live streams and say random crazy stuff to try to get a reaction. Well, you know, that's my fault too, because I usually indulge that kind of stuff. And for the record, I don't support trolling. I mean, I don't. This is not that type of channel, but you know, like when people show up in the live stream, they're respectful, they're kind. I mean, I'll talk to them. I'll talk to anybody. You know, what do I care? You know, this isn't like the. We're all inclusive here, folks. We believe in diversity. Yeah, get a government job and collect disability. Oh, God. Well, I would imagine people do that. Some people make a lot of money, apparently, on disability. Excuse me. That's what they say. You know, it's hard to be in a bad mood at a beach. Can you imagine? I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but I haven't had a drink actually in like 43 days. And I had one the other day. I had a cocktail. And I didn't miss it. You know? After you take a break and you have a cocktail, you're like, oh, here we go again. You know, oh, it's back, you know, like, oh, here we go. Let's go back on this train. No, it's, I don't know, man. I think alcohol is the worst substance in human history, dude. That's my opinion. I have no idea why I brought that up, though. All right, let's look at the beach again. How about that, folks? You guys want to see the beach again? I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, I'm supposed to leave the Philippines, but maybe we'll just stay, folks. Let me try to walk out there, see if we can see that ocean, man. Swimming about 1 mile, 2 miles, and working on these 100-meter sprints lately. They say doing 100-meter sprints are more effective for boosted, you know, testosterone growth hormone in the brain. Sorry, I think we disconnected. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Mindy, I'm not a fan of alcohol, dude. I think it's... Hello, good morning. I think alcohol is the worst substance in mankind, dude. For real. I mean, but believe me, I've had a few drinks in my... But I'm not a promoter of it. I think it's terrible. You know, especially in, like, retirement. If you get... I don't know, it just sounds like a nightmare. Can you imagine, like, just being poor in the Philippines as a retiree and just drinking all day? And being, like, stuck in some hellhole? Like, not that the Philippines is a hellhole, but I mean, like, a hellhole situation. You know, it'd be a nightmare. You know? But that happens to some men, you know? They get stuck, man. Then, you know, it becomes like the bottle. It's like, give the baby his bottle, and they just drink and drink and drink, and that's all they got left. Like, yeah, living the life. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, jeez. Good God. I was watching some Norm Macdonald videos lately. You guys like Norm Macdonald? He's on David Letterman. He goes, you know, the more I learn about that Hitler guy, boy, I don't like him. He wasn't a cool dude. He said, did you know they tried to take over half the world? I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, yeah, because I was bringing up German resort owners. That has nothing to do with it, though. That's a very loose association. Sorry about that. No offense to Germans. We love the Germans. We love everybody. Like I said, I have a German-Jewish last name, but I'm neither. Welcome to the channel, Mindy. probably not the best subject for business, right? Okay. Yeah, I swear, man. I didn't have a drink for like 43 days. And I'd drink like a little bit just because it's, well, I mean, sometimes to kill stress, like if you're really stressed out and like, it can calm nerves a little bit. But overall, man, God, ugh. Can you imagine just being like drunk every morning? Like, oh, God. It's like poison, dude. I don't get it, man. I don't know. Then you got some people that are like, I'm a happy drunk. Like, who the hell's a happy drunk? What does that even mean? I mean, this. Anyway, sorry, I won't go on my alcohol speed. I'm not judging. I'm like, I've had a few drinks in my time, believe me. But, yeah, no thanks. All right. Bozano29, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Man, I got to post a new video. I haven't posted a video in almost 7 days. I'm trying to do them at least once a week, okay? That's the goal, right? To stay good in the algorithm. The magical algorithm that everybody aspires to. I don't really cater to it. I'm more about raw performance. I figure if you can go on some rant, or not a rant, just do some speech where it's halfway makes sense, even though you might use certain words that might not be the best for the algorithm. You want your performance to carry the video, right? That's how I see it. I like those kind of videos, like people that, there's nothing wrong with like curated content, but I mean, I feel like some of the videos are just too damn polished. It's like I don't want to watch like a reality movie here. Tell me what you think. Coconut says, I have class. Bye. Did I say something that wasn't classy? Was it the Norm Macdonald joke or the not drinking alcohol? Which one? I'm sorry. Folks, I seem to have, I may have offended somebody in this live stream. If that's the case, well, I can't guarantee it won't happen again. Oh, you have class, like you have to go to class, like go to school. I thought she was saying like I have character class, like she was calling me a low-class bum. I thought that's what she meant. I'm so funny. What am I doing? Well, look, it's hard not to take things personally, right? Oh, God. Hey, there's a boat. Hi, boat. Woo. Okay, so should we stay or should we go? That's the next question, folks. Should we stay or go to the Philippines? Well, I mean, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to go at some point. I mean, you can imagine like going back. I'm going to have to go back to a place like Utah right now, okay? You guys know how freaking cold it is over there, dude? Like going from this to driving a semi-truck in like the mountains in Utah. Like, seriously, you talk about like extreme environment shift. That wakes you up really quick. It's so fucking cold. And what's up with those people that say they like cold weather? Oh, you're in Utah? Right on. Nothing against Utah. I love it. But, I mean, I don't embrace like cold weather like, oh yeah, I want to live in sub-zero conditions. That makes me happy. The rain makes me happy too. Like, are you just in denial? I mean, I don't even know if life can sustain in like super cold conditions, right? You know what I mean? Like, how can you actually like it? That's what I say. I don't know. Hey, Guiana's here. Welcome. Mark says he's from Utah too. Yeah, another armchair bro. Maybe, yeah. So what's the theory behind this armchair bro stuff? Is that the people that they fantasize about coming to the Philippines, they want to come here and they watch other vlogs? You know, it's unless you're like working in the, I don't know, oil fields or certain jobs where you can get leave of absences, or like being a trucker. Like I got into truck driving just because of the flexibility. Like I never really thought of myself as like, oh, I want to grow up and become a truck driver. But I kind of learned to embrace it, you know, because it's also allowed me to travel back and forth. But I guess the theory of what they call the armchair, you know, maybe some of them just can't get off work, you know. Maybe some of those guys just can't get off work, you know. I don't know. I mean, work can be not fun. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Goodness gracious. Give me 1 second, fellas. I gotta check something. Oh, you know what I did? I accidentally hid some people from the channel, and I didn't even mean to. And I'm not sure how to like unhide people. So I have a small list of people that I've hid from the channel. That there's a few of them I didn't mean to, or I was only trying to do it for like a week or so. I'm trying to figure out how to get them back. That's the other key. Oh no, I wasn't kicked kicked out for a mental health claim, but that's pretty funny. Um, no, I voluntarily left that one. Um, that's funny though. Yeah, I guess there is people that collect. You're able to collect a certain disability. It's probably a good thing. I mean, I think working in general in the U.S. for too long, I think it probably causes a lot of people to be disabled on some level. So you can't really blame them for that. Um, yeah. Mark says, I'm not an armchair bro. I've lived in the Philippines, but I haven't found a way to keep the income coming. I'm too young to retire. Yeah, that's kind of like me, too. Anyway, what do I got going on? Let's think of another subject to talk about. I've got to go for a swim here soon. I got to get my priorities straight. Okatsky says, what part of the Philippines? I am currently in Sapale, which is like southwest Negros Occidental. All right. What we got? Utah. Well, there's some beautiful mountains in Utah. What can I say? Okay. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I may have paused for a moment there. I got to drink some more water, folks. We're having fun in today's live stream. Get a lot of people randomly show up. It's always nice. Like the Germans. Oh man, we might do an interview with a resort owner. Get some insights into that for the people. Might be a good idea. All right, let's change the subject. Somebody get something to talk about. We need some other people to join this. part of the Philippines? Officer Expat is here. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Officer Expat came on the channel recently. He's a police officer in Southern California, so we thank you for your service. You know, they say the danger rate of over-the-road truck driving, they say it's the same as being a policeman as far as the danger aspect. Kind of makes sense. Boy, that's a tough gig. I would not like to be a police officer, man. That's a tough one. I mean, can you imagine the stress level? I mean, seriously, like you're just chilling at work. You know, you want like a normal day. And then, you know, you get some call. And you never know if it's just some BS or like something serious. I mean, can you imagine that stress level that policemen must go through? It's crazy, dude. Crazy. I think policemen get kind of disrespected too. I mean, it's I mean, there's so many more good police officers than bad ones. That's for sure. God, that's got to be a stressful job. That's a hard one. I mean, I guess too, obviously dependent on where you're working. You know. Yeah, it's a tough gig. That's a tough gig. Roger says, what is karma to you? Is it simply about justice, or do you see it as a deeply personal force that teaches us what we need to learn? I would say the latter. You know, I'm a big, I believe without a doubt of a shadow in my brain that, you know, we live in this spiritual world. You know, it's spiritual stuff going on. You know, there's spiritual stuff going on for sure, you know. And I think that with modern science, if you will, in latter years, I think there's a certain vanity to where we think we can understand and explain everything in the world, you know, and we can't. They really can't. I mean, nobody knows where all this came from. I mean, they can theorize, but nobody really knows. And there's stuff going on out there. Oh, yeah. I mean, what do you think that whole, even that mental health stuff they talk about, you know, back in the West, that's become this big industry? What do you think some of that stuff is? Seriously. You talk about somebody suffering from, like, schizophrenia, you know, or they claim they're hearing voices or talking to things that aren't there. I mean, what do you think that really is? A chemical imbalance? No, dude. They've probably tapped into something spiritually, and they're being, I don't know, who knows, haunted. And they probably came from abusive families and abused other people, and they're inheriting the abuse of their ancestors and all that kind of stuff. See, the old timers had it right. Whenever people were mentally messed up, they would have been like, oh, your family was screwed up and so are you. Which is usually the case. But I guess we got to blame everything on this and that. I mean, like, guys, you realize that whole industry, like the DSM, it's a big scam. I mean, everybody knows it. I don't know how this came up, but we were talking about karma. Somebody brought up karma. Deanna says, you've been in the Philippines for months now, Captain. Are you leaving? Yes. Well, I don't know when. Well, I am leaving, inevitably. I have to. Larry P says, hello, I'm in California now, but Bangkok Saturday and then Philippines. Right on. Good for you. Traveling the Orient. That's good. Good times. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, I was so relaxed recently. I don't know if it's just the beach or what. Something very peaceful about water. I like it. Maybe we should have a moment of silence together. Somebody says I'm leaving government money on the table for not claiming disability. I mean, I'm not, I'm not in the market to claim a disability, but is that the thing though? Is that a big deal? What everybody's doing out here? It's like we should do a survey to see how many expats are on supposed disability. That's an interesting one, huh? Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I mean, I don't think I would qualify, but I mean, I guess you have to do a. I don't know. Maybe I guess anybody could qualify for disability. Who knows? All right. Who else is in the stream today? Send us a message. Send us your location. Are you in the Philippines? Or are you back in America? Are you in another country? Where are you guys at? Excuse me. Corchi TV, welcome. You know, I find that a lot of the, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Kentucky. For real dog is in Kentucky. Everybody's on it. Jeez. Oh, what am I doing? All right, let's get on another subject. Thank you for the thoughts, though. Uh, Wait, I gotta plug in my phone. My goodness gracious. Oh wait, I'm at 1%, guys. We're at the critical thing. I gotta plug this in. We're gonna disconnect. Oh, I'm like MacGyver right now, running against time. Okay. All right, now we're plugged in. The reel says, "Are you in a dang birdhouse?" No, I'm in a bamboo resort actually. A little hut, as a matter of fact, made out of bamboo. Go figure. All right. Uh, yeah, pretty much, Mark. Basically, yeah. Yeah, trucking is a good option to live on the road, to travel, stay frugal, all that kind of good stuff. There's no free lunch with trucking, though. I mean, it's especially if you don't like to actually drive, probably don't become a truck driver. But I think they say 80-90% of people that get into over the road truck driving quit in less than a year. I believe it. And for some people, it's just a temporary, I don't know, a quick fix to do something, I guess, or to do something else. So there you go. There you go. I'm going to get some coffee. You guys want some coffee? Fred says I was an owner-operator for over 30 years. That is a long time. Yeah, I think you come to embrace the lifestyle or you just totally hate it. It depends on the person, I mean, I didn't I thought initially I was only going to do it for X amount of time, but then it started to grow on me. I think I actually like it. I wouldn't do it 12 months out of the year, but I do like the job, the lifestyle, certain places, trying to stay off the East Coast, but you know. Larry says, "You look healthy, eating well, probably working out. That's great. Do you dive or have any hobbies?" Yeah, I'm into training, you know. I like lifting weights. I've been practicing sprinting, swimming right now since I'm at the beach mostly, but you know, doing some 100-meter sprints in the sand. That's a good one. Um, yeah. What other hobbies? I mean, YouTube, I guess. Making videos. Uh, yeah. Hell yeah. All right. We got to get on the subject. Do I fish? No, I don't. I don't fish. I fished before. One time I randomly did a deep sea fishing with a friend in uh, sorry, near Cancun, Mexico. And we took this dodgy boat out to the sea, and everybody was drinking, and no life jackets, of course. And I caught this big thing. I forget what it was called, man. I forget what it was called. But I think it weighed like 40 pounds, dude. And it was really hard to reel in, but we did, you know. We ate it that same day. Yeah, that was my experience deep sea fishing. I fished a little bit when I was a young lad up in Maine, up in the ponds. My friends and I, we'd be like 10 years old. We'd be like smoking cigars, fishing. I mean, at 10 years old. I thought that was kind of funny for some reason. I don't smoke cigars anymore. Hello, Chesave. Appreciate that. Watching from Manila. Keep up the good work, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't feel like it. I feel like my age. The lighting's good right now. You gotta have good lighting, good camera angles. It helps you look better, right? That's the trick. What was I watching recently? I was watching old interviews with Pierce Brosnan, actually. I used to watch him when I was younger. I always thought he was a good actor. I saw Goldeneye when I was a kid. His first James Bond movie. That was great, man. What a great movie. The rest of them kind of went downhill, in my opinion, but he was an Irishman, too. I think there may have been a rift between him and George Lazenby, though. George Lazenby was an Australian model turned actor who played James Bond once in 1969 on Her Majesty's Secret Service, and he actually walked away from the role because his agent told him that Bond was not going to be popular anymore. So, yeah, he kind of walked away from it, but I don't know. I think there was something between him and George and Pierce, I don't think they liked each other for some reason. That's the vibe I got. I can't prove it, but they kind of took digs at each other passive aggressively in interviews, I noticed. I don't think a lot of people picked up on that, though. Not that anybody asked. Sorry. All right, I got to get going. Thank you guys for joining. We try to welcome whoever shows up in these live streams as long as they're respectful. You know, I talk to whoever comes in here as long as they behave. We talk to a lot of different people in here. So thank you all for showing up. You all be good out there, okay? Stay safe. It's Captain Trucker. Be good. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to try to post a new video soon. Yeah, stay healthy out there, man. Be good. Take care of each other. All right. Bye-bye.